Hi, I'm Parker, General Manager here at Real Fly Rod, and this is part 2 of selecting the perfect streamer line. So in our last discussion, we talked about actually why we use sinking lines and trying to determine the depth and where you're fishing and the fly that you're using. Now we're going to get into the question is sink tip or full sinking line. To make this easy, I try to break it down in 2 or 3 steps. With sink tip lines, typically we're going to be fishing rivers. Full sinking lines, typically we're going to fish lakes or oceans. With the sink tip lines, we like to usually fish between depths of 2 to 5, maybe 6, 7 foot depth. The reason for this is the last 10 or 20 feet of the line will have a sinking rate of 3 inches per second, 5 inches per second. We'll get that fly bouncing along the bottom, but also the floating section for the remaining head will allow you to pick up that line a lot easier out of the water. Sometimes lake guys do like that, where you have a thermocline and maybe it's a 1 to 7 foot strip range, and that sink tip line also again allows that cast to really pick up pretty quick and make quick shots back out. Full sinking lines is typically what we like to use on lakes or in faster rivers. In the lake scenarios, they've made a really cool seamless density technology. Basically, it is as you're building this sinking line, you're going to have a smooth transition between maybe an intermediate S3, S5 to the tip. So it's going to be a smooth transition, and that's going to allow a more parallel effect when stripping the line through the water column. When we're fishing rivers with full sinking lines, typically we're looking for that bounce along the bottom to get that fly in the fish's face. And that's why we were talking about full intermediate lines, but in a lot of scenarios we like a type 3 full sinking, or in faster, more out west rivers, maybe a type 5. So again, when selecting a streamer line, you're looking for fly, depth of water, and the application, whether it's smallmouth, brown trout, that sort of thing. But then also in this part 2 series is the sink tip or full sinking. So for around here in the Midwest, typically we really like the streamer tip and the 24 sink tip from Rio. And for out west, typically the triple density lines with the faster rivers are key. If you have any questions about choosing the right streamer line, again, contact our pro staff or just email us at sales@realflyrod.com. We hope you have a great October, and stay tuned for the next. Thank you.